Square Enix's embrace of Sweet Baby Inc. is going to cost them, and it could cost them quite a bit as players are now boycotting the upcoming Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Roll this up over at thatparkplace.com. And gamers are not happy with the fact that Square Enix has removed the option to choose between male and female in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Instead, they are labeling them as A and B. This information came to us originally from a report from Ryokutia 2089. We did some translation here using machine translation, but he noted that the game has, quote, no distinction between male and female heroes. Ryokudo also noted that the characters are labeled A and B, with the A version appearing like a male hero, while the B version is a female hero. Ryokutia even notes that the A version is voiced by male actor Hiyama Nobuyuki, while the B version is voiced by Minaguchi Yuko. On top of the main character having their sex removed from the character select, Ryokutia also reported that, quote, jobs will also no longer be distinguished by gender in name. So lots of changes here when it comes to gender politics, it looks like. And this definitely appears to be something influenced by Western degeneracy. Let's just call it that. Western degeneracy. This was confirmed, at least the A and B hero options was confirmed in a issue of the Japanese magazine Weekly Shonen Jump. You can see here that they label the male character A and the female character B instead of just labeling them male and female as they are. So in the wake of this, the game has been added to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam curator list, which has over 400,000 people following. It is the second largest Steam curator on Steam. It's also been added to Cabrutus Rambo's DEI detected website. Obviously, Cabrutus Rambo, the founder of the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected Steam curator list. And it's been added because of, obviously, the removal of the option to choose between male and female, but also because there is some censorship in this game. He said this on a much more personal and nerdier level, and this one really pisses me off, I must say, is the censorship of the troll's lips. So they removed the lips from the troll here. You can see in all these other versions, it looks like there's one from Switch. I'm not sure where these other two are from. Probably one is from the original. I'm not sure, but obviously some other versions that have come out from this game where you can see that the troll clearly has lips, and in the HD 2D remake here, it doesn't. The troll no longer has lips. So this is not surprising, right? If you're going to be removing the sex of the characters in the hero select, there's going to be a lot of other changes coming as well. And Cabrutus also notes that Sweet Baby Inc. is indeed listed, or Sweet Baby Inc. lists, Square Enix as one of their clients. You can see it right here, screenshot of their list right there in the middle, second row. Cannot miss it right there underneath Valve, in between Ubisoft and Warner Brothers. So they are a client of Sweet Baby Inc. And so not only are we seeing this on the Sweet Baby Inc. detected curator list, DEI detected, but we have lots of people going to the forums for this game and saying that they will not be purchasing this game because of their embrace of Western degenerate ideology, specifically transgender ideology. And this user here, McRav, posted, "No man, woman, DEI censorship, you don't get my money." You repeated that in the body of the post as well. Another person here, the Kurgan, says, "Dragon Quest is my favorite Japanese role-playing game franchise, and I put this on ignore. I have played all the Dragon Quest games now, and in fact, I just played 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 again on the SNES Japanese versions. I even paid full price and pre-ordered Dragon Quest 11, something I never do because I have too many games already. That being said, it pains me to put my favorite Japanese role-playing game franchise on ignore now. You win, DEI nonsense. I won't spend any more money on you." Warrior of Light posted this, "I really hope they get rid of these idiots before the next Final Fantasy game comes out. Gamers are rejecting games that have even the smallest whiff of woke BS. I've spent over $3,000 just on Square Enix games on Steam. This doesn't include prior to PC gaming and physical stuff I have bought. I will not buy this game, even if it goes on sale. If you are tired of them pushing this BS on us, then vote with your wallet along with me." His Shadow X says, "Take a little longer to remove the DEI. I'm not buying until the DEI is removed. This person here, Tyson L, is similar. Don't buy over DEI. Square wants to keep DEI in the game and remove genders. Don't buy. Let this woke game lose money. Wonder what else has changed. Yes, like I said, if they've already made these changes here, there clearly is going to be other changes as well. This one from Core, a little bit more detailed, says, if you're reading this, and you should be, I have one essential demand for you. Take your body type A and body type B options from this upcoming game and change them back to male and female. Oh, wait, what's that? There are a select few activists that will whine and scream at you for it. Tell them to grow up and stop being a bunch of babies. Otherwise, we'll boycott your game. Make the change now. Excuses will not be tolerated. And this one's even longer here from Senshi00. I am writing to express concerns from a significant portion of the gaming community regarding the diversity, equity, and inclusion agenda and censorship in Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake. Gamers are passionate about the authenticity of their favorite games. Many feel that DEI principles often lead to changes perceived as forced or inauthentic, detracting from the original vision and cultural essence of these games. Such alterations can undermine the narrative and artistic integrity, resulting in a less immersive experience. I'm going to roll up here so it's easier for me to see because it's a little hard for me to read that on my screen here. Censorship, whether for cultural sensitivity or modern social standards, frequently dilutes content that fans have cherished for years. Gamers value experiencing games as they were initially conceived, with all their original quirks. Censorship not only affects authenticity, but also raises concerns about creative freedom. Moreover, we find it particularly disrespectful that the work of Akira Toriyama, a beloved artist whose contributions have been integral to the Dragon Quest series, is being censored after his passing. This not only dishonors his legacy, but also alienates the fans who have long admired his distinctive style and vision. I think that's pointing to the changes of the trolls. Maybe something else that I'm not aware of, but that's what I would assume. Senshi then concluded saying, we urge the publisher to consider these perspectives. Gamers seek genuine, unaltered experiences that respect the original work's cultural and artistic context. Imposing contemporary socio-political agendas or censoring content risks alienating the audience that has long supported these franchises. We hope future releases will prioritize authenticity and respect for the original content, ensuring the legacy of these games and their creators remains intact for longtime fans and new players alike. And this isn't just a simple change. So I'm sure there will be a lot of people saying, oh, just get over it. They still look like a male and a female. They're just calling them A and B. Well, this leads to lots of social problems. We see this here in the United States of America, and other countries in the West are experiencing this as well. It leads to discord. It leads to disunity. It leads to division. It leads to the destruction of our fellow man, which we should be opposed to because they are made in the likeness and image of God, and we are called to love them. And Bishop Michael Burbidge, I think, puts this very clear in his A Catechesis on the Human Person and Gender Ideology. And he explains this. Those asserting a transgender identity and are seeking to transition often adopt new names and pronouns that reflect their desired identity and insist that others must use the chosen names and pronouns. I think we can also put in that you have developers like Square Enix trying to remove male and female from their character select. Obviously, I think Pokemon is doing this as well, too. It's absolutely abhorrent. Such use might seem innocuous and even appear to be an innocent way of signaling love and acceptance of a person. In reality, however, it presents a profound crisis. We can never say something contrary to what we know to be true. To use names and pronouns that contradict the person's God-given identity is to speak falsely. So what Square Enix is doing here by having them be type A and type B, they are lying. They are lying to you, they're lying to themselves, and they're trying to push this lie that there's no distinction between male and female, and there's just type A and type B. Well, no, there are male and there are female. That is what they are. That's what they are in this game, and they are trying to change that. They are lying. That is why this is wrong. If you're going to lie about this, what else are you going to lie about? And that's why this ideology is so dangerous, because it is built on a lie, and then it pushes more lies, not only to the people embracing it, but to anyone else trying to confront it. They will lie to you to try and get you to accept it. And we cannot accept this. It should not be approved. It should never be accepted. We should be boycotting games like this. We should be opposing this everywhere we see it. And Bishop Burbidge notes this. He says the faithful should avoid using gender-affirming terms or pronouns that convey approval or reinforce the person's rejection of the truth. It is not harsh or judgmental to decline to use such language. In no circumstances should anyone be compelled to use language contrary to the truth. The right to speak the truth inheres in the human person and cannot be taken away by any human institution. That includes Square Enix and as a video game developer. Attempts by the state, corporations, which Square Enix is, or employers to compel such language, particularly by threats of legal action or job loss, are unjust. And it is unjust. They should not be pushing this on their players. So I encourage everyone else to join the boycott. I will be boycotting this game. JRPGs are my jam. They're my probably favorite category out there. I usually like the SRPGs, if I'm being honest. But I love these games, and this would be something that I would be looking at playing. I would be looking at purchasing something like this. And I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Quest. I have Dragon Quest 11. I think I played halfway through. I really enjoyed it, but obviously life got in the way. I haven't been able to pick it back up. But these are the games that I like to play. This is something I would love to play because it's really that escapism. You got to go back into like this kind of medieval fantasy world and really kind of be immersed in it. You're usually fighting villains. You're the hero. You're usually standing for good, and they're trying to warp it by pushing this lie of transgender ideology. So I will be boycotting this game. I will not be playing it. And it's unfortunate because this is a game I would have been interested in playing, especially since I haven't actually played the original. I have to look into it. It probably wasn't available when I was a child, when I was a kid. So this would have been a good opportunity for me to be introduced to Dragon Quest 3. But because they have embraced this Sweet Baby Inc. woke DEI nonsense, me and obviously dozens, potentially hundreds of thousands of others will not be purchasing this game. And Square Enix is being put on notice. So it's up to them to do what is right. Those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, but to always speak the truth.